Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Norman. Today we've got a reading for you about somebody that has been remaining calm or is going to, take their time and let the situation play out because they may have some reason to believe that a decision is going to change. We have another person, though, who has claimed victory or is almost like overly confident that everything is going to go their way. But this success that they're excited about is only temporary. And it feels to me like the Queen of Pentacles is actually going to be victorious. And this other person is going to have to admit defeat. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. Just a little bit more. I hope you're having a good day so far. If you would like a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. And we're going to dive in and start with, we're going to start with the Masonic Tarot. Keep in mind that with this particular deck, there are, instead of pentacles, mallets, and instead of wands, it's gold, which is kind of easy to confuse with pentacles. So keep that in mind. What else do we have about this? So this would be the Four of Wands in the reverse and the Two of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, it's like you work real diligently to build a beautiful sandcastle and it looks great, but then the ocean comes through and wipes it out. This person may have had plans. They may have felt like things were going the way they wanted them to, or they may have felt like they were going to win, quote unquote, right? But there is either something they have failed to plan for, or there's like a crack in the foundation. It's like if you've ever seen that show Nailed It, I think it's on Netflix, where they have like a bakery competition. Sometimes things look good and then they fall apart, This is like, for the first 30 seconds of them judging the cake, it looks real good and then it starts to fall apart or it doesn't taste good, Hello, Elise. Hello, Kingly Eagle. What's going on, Tiana? I hope we're all doing all right. Two of Swords, Queen of Swords, Seven of Wands or the Seven of Gold, and the Chariot in the reverse. Three of Swords in the reverse. So there's this choice that somebody has to make. And initially, it may seem pretty cut and dry, or this isn't quite right, or this doesn't meet the requirements. I do feel like we have an expert here who's like, no, not really. But, thanks for trying. And then something happens. This person who's overly confident, they do something to mess up their own success because they're so certain that everything's going to go their way. They're not really worried if they, stop to tie their shoe in the middle of a marathon. You know what I mean? This is somebody who could have done quite well for themselves, but their pride got in the way. And now it's like somebody else is going to go across that finish line while they're tying their shoe. We have the Lovers, the Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Cups or the Queen of Chalices in the reverse. This is a choice. Who's the winner? Who gets it? And it looks like at the last second, it changes. So let's say for a second, this is about the affections of somebody's, heart, right? Do I choose person A or person B? Let's assume they have real names. But it could be that initially or for a long period of time, this Queen of Swords says, I think I like person A best. And then after a while, all of a sudden it's like, oh, just kidding. I think I actually like person B. It's like somebody changes their mind or the details are revealed and somebody else actually crossed the finish line first. You know what I'm saying? Hello, first time. How are you doing? Hello, Jess. What's going on? So we've got temperance. It's like an adjustment. Oops, it looks like we didn't see this, but upon further investigation, the hermit, now we see who really wins. Now we see who really gets, the green light. So this is a change in terms of who's victorious that happens like at the last second or upon review, right? Actually, if I think about it, maybe I choose the other thing, All right, this is the Hocus Pocus Tarot. Hello, third eye. Still no Wi-Fi. Aw, Jess. I hope that changes soon. Hello, Diesel. How are you doing? Hello, Jamie. Three of Candles, which is the Three of Wands in the reverse, and the Two of Candles in the reverse. Interesting. And the Page of Pumpkins, which is the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this is like, I didn't expect this, but someone wasn't really on top of their game. Somebody didn't really do their best. Somebody isn't as great as I thought they were, or somebody, may have been just a little bit slower than I thought. But it's somebody else's dream come true. They're like, cool. Guess what? I win. It's this Queen of Pentacles, somebody who's been not obnoxious and arrogant, right? So we have the Master in the reverse, the King of Pumpkins or King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Candles or the Ten of Wands. The Master in the reverse, by the way, is the Devil in the reverse. It's interesting because that is clarifying temperance. One could argue this is an angel winning over the devil. Interesting. Yeah, this is when all things are reviewed, when every detail is considered, when all the facts are in. It looks like it's not this person that won the race, but this other person, you can see their shoe, just over the line. Or if you really, think about how your heart goes pitter-patter for someone, you realize, okay, I guess that's the person that I really want to see how things go, right? Oh, that's a positive indeed, Jess. So we've got the Magician and the Seven of Potions, which is the Seven of Cups, and the Queen of Wands or the Queen of Candles in the reverse. Uh-oh. So the person who was a little bit arrogant is this Magician, and they felt quite confident that they were going to be able to make it look like everything was, obviously pointing to them being the person who would win your affection. You would choose them because they're more attractive or they're funnier, right? But with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, there's something here that you feel isn't quite right. You may feel like this person has some insecurities or some jealousy issues, maybe even possessive energy. If this is more of like an actual competition, this would indicate somebody cheated. So we've got the Six of Candles or Six of Wands in the reverse. A victory is revealed as an actual loss. Eight of Pumpkins or Eight of Pentacles, but it requires some work. This is, we had that Hermit. Somebody really had to like compile the video footage and say, oh, I see now the different shoes. Okay. Or someone had to put together a pros and cons list. Okay. If I think about Pat and if I think about Chris, what I like about him, what do I don't like about him? And it may have been a bit difficult to make a choice. It may have been kind of a delayed call, right? This is the voyage of the soul. Hello, Sunstar. Hello, Chandlo. How we doing? Indulge, laughter, pleasure, bliss, vacation, escape, rebel, vibration, vortex, buzzing, frequency, mind, reality, and energy flow. So you may have felt like one direction was the right direction for you, or one, thing had won, right? And then more information comes in, you realize, oh, it's actually something different. With indulge, I do feel like if this is a romantic choice, that we have somebody who's willing to show you their more playful side, somebody who's willing to let their guard down, and that changes your mind. Emotions, water, cry, purge, balancing, and releasing. This could be somebody who actually is quite vulnerable around you and tells you some of the difficult things they've been through. They may no longer wish to hide if they do need to cry, or if they are emotional in terms of how they feel about you. And I really feel like for many of you, this is a romantic situation, because now we've got the sexuality card. This person finds you very attractive. There's something about, if you've been with this person, they feel like that taught them something. It's motivating them to make changes in their life. So good for you. They're thinking about what kind of life they really want to have, and it's about you. Limitless, expand, spread, higher, open-minded, and wishes. So let it resonate how it does for your situation. It's not always going to be a romantic story, but for those of you where this is a romance, we have somebody that is realizing, I may have thought this was the right person, or, maybe that I needed to walk away from someone, but I need to do this instead. There's a change in their decision. This is the cats rule the earth. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, Ace of Swords, King of Pentacles. I mean, I'm getting a little bit of stuffy energy from this person. Like, of course I'll win. But there's also something kind of fraudulent about this arrogance. At the root is insecurity. So this is somebody who puffs out their chest, or likes to be the loudest in the room, or of course everyone likes me, of course everyone wants to be with me, but they're masking some insecurity, a lack of confidence. Six of Wands in the reverse, clarifying the Six of Wands in the reverse. Eight of Cups. An 8, clarifying an 8. And the 5 of Cups. Oh, and there's the 8 of Cups here too. So 8 could be a very important number for you. But this is saying somebody's double checking this. They're like, well, wait, is this really how I feel? Or wait, did that person really win the marathon there? This is like, ooh, are you sure? We better be real certain, because we can't change our mind on this, at least not again. Or we can't, keep these people waiting. We got to tell somebody who you want to be in a relationship with, or who won, right? But I do feel like somebody bragged about it before it was final, and then they're going to find out that they didn't win. Knight of Cups, Six of Cups, Two of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. I am certain that I'm going to be the one who, everybody is celebrating or everybody's excited for. I've got the experience, or, this person's loved me for a really long time, but then whoop, 2 cups in the reverse. Nope. Just kidding. So this could be somebody making a shocking decision with regards to who they want to be in a relationship with, or who actually won that race, right? It looks like it wasn't who you initially thought. So with the Magician, we might have had a little bit of meddling, a little bit of manipulation, right? But I do feel that if we had somebody that was playing mind games, trying to look like they were the better romantic rival, the person who's making this decision, our Queen of Swords, found out about it. And they're like, oh, okay. See, initially I thought you were pretty great, but then I found out that you were a drama queen, or you were, spreading rumors about this other person. So guess what? Now I don't think you're that great. Now it seems like you were just trying to control the situation, or you didn't take my decision seriously. This is the Golden Lenormand. Oh, that's awesome. Was it pretty epic? I need to get another tattoo. So we have number 1, the Rider, R-I-D-E-R. This is an in-person visit in most situations. Somebody who has a message that they need to deliver. And with number 16, I do feel like this could be updates, information, or clarification, or this is somebody who feels like they have to travel at night, or the update is received at night. But it's what contributes to this Queen of Swords changing their mind, or the outcome changing. Yeah, this is about information, and it makes clear that something else is not a good fit, or was not the winning shoe, right? There was someone else that crossed that finish line. So this Queen of Swords has this information, and they have to let someone down easily, right? I know you probably thought I was going to want to be in a relationship with you, but the thing is, it's not an easy conversation for them, right? I don't really want to do it, but I know I have to. It's kind of the vibe. Hello, April. How are you doing? This is What's the News? We have Sneaky Link and Snack. Uh-oh. Hidden Lover, low-key situationship, side piece, obsession, physical attraction, and sex appeal. So this is somebody that maybe initially was not taken seriously. I'm very attracted to you. I think you're great, but could I ever realistically be in a relationship with you? No, that could never happen. Now this person's changing their mind. The Queen of Swords is starting to see maybe there's actually a romantic connection with this Sneaky Link, and the person that I took seriously is actually kind of not reliable. This feels like a bad rom-com. SOS, distress, act with urgency, assistance needed. This is related to what changes the outcome, right? Somebody says, hold on, hold the phone, we got some additional information. Or if you rewind it, you can see who actually crossed that finish line first. So that's why we have the Rider. This person's moving with urgency. They feel like they really need to tell someone, you know what, I guess I need to date somebody else. I don't want to, confuse things. So I'm going to tell you right now that my decision changed. But that messaging is important, right? Memories, missing someone, regression, revisiting the past. I think this is someone choosing a person from their past who comes back around after they've been dating someone else. Yeah. So I'm sorry, I can't really let go of this person that I never really had a serious thing with, but I want to. Something along those lines. It's like people don't expect you to choose that person. They expect you to choose this person. This is the Hidden Truth Oracle. What else do we have? I couldn't let you get close to me, and I will wait for a sign from you. We need to let each other go. I know I messed up everything. We will be together again. And I regret lying to you. So initially, this Queen of Swords and or the person from their past, this little sneaky link, said we need to let each other go. This isn't going to work out. We can't really work it out. I know I messed up everything. But then it switches to we will be together again. So somebody changed their mind or a circumstance changed. And somebody is having a serious conversation with this Queen of Swords that apparently changes the Queen of Swords' opinion. This is the Kipper. What else do we have? Hello, Frederick. How are you doing? Wow, the Lovers again. So I think we've gotten that 3 times. Did we get it here? I can't remember if that's the Lovers. No, Page of Pumpkins. Okay. But this can, again, reference a decision, but I think with the Kipper, it's a little bit more of a romantic connection, right? So what's interesting is I'm really focused on the doves. I feel like this person has felt distance from this sneaky link or this person who messed up, but there's some sort of strange way of communicating between the two of them. Like they still feel connected. So even though they were at a distance, it didn't feel like they were that far away. Maybe they dream with each other, right? I said that on purpose. When you say, I dreamt of you in English, it's very different from how you say it in Spanish. In Spanish, correct me if I'm wrong, but I was taught you say, soñar contigo, right? Is that it? No. What I'm trying to get at is it's with. It's not I dreamt of you. It's I dreamt with you. So if you speak Spanish and you know what I'm trying to say, tell me if I'm wrong. But I thought that was really romantic. Like it's a totally, like it's like, I'll meet you in dreamland, okay? At like 11:12. It's a different place. So they got, their clocks work a little different. This is somebody who felt like they were still really connected to somebody, even though things were very quiet or no contact or no real reason to believe that you would be able to have a second chance. Maybe you thought that person was like uninterested, but things change all of a sudden. I feel like because of the rider, R-I-D-E-R, somebody comes through with that additional information, right? I'm glad. Hello, Jeffrey. How are you doing? What else do we have? Family, blood ties, inner circle, present, now, in the moment. Pressure cooker. There's something that happens when you see this video or around the time that you see this video that makes the situation go from 0 to 100. All of a sudden, it's really important to be dealt with. It's like, okay, you really upset me, so I can't choose you. I'm going to choose someone else. Or some information comes in, ha, and somebody's like, hot off the press. Here's a new picture of that marathon. We've got poison, toxic, unhealthy behaviors or people, and meeting 2 or more people, discussions, and planning. Oh, okay. The Queen of Swords, or this decision, it changes because somebody here had some shady meetings. If this were the Olympics, this is how can I make my opponent look like they were doing things that would get them kicked out of the Olympics. If this is a romantic situation, it's how can I make it look like my romantic rival is still talking to somebody else. This is somebody who's being manipulative or toxic, and the Queen of Swords is like, I see you. Like, you're not as bright as you think you are, but that light over your head sure is. And I saw everything that you did. I saw everything that you did. Nice try. Who do you think you are? I saw you. This Queen of Swords is like, no, okay, we're done. That's not a thing. We're going to have to change our minds. So since you thought you could control things, since you thought you could make me see somebody as a bad option when they actually, aren't, now I'm going to be mad at you. Now I'm not going to choose you. Now you lose. This could also be for some of you, if this is a court situation, somebody pisses off the judge, right? Adjudication in the reverse. You don't want to piss off the judge. That's not a good idea. This is somebody who does not handle the situation well, and that's why the outcome changes. This information comes in, and it's like, okay, well, if that's the case, then the other person gets it. Not you. You're denied. Rejected. Because this Queen of Swords realizes the Queen of Pentacles, or the outcome, was manipulated. This isn't a fair shake right here, so we're going to have to take a closer look. Where's my magnifying glass when I need it? I don't know, you guys. I don't remember where I put it. Oh well. Let's get a few from, this is the Energy Oracle. That's valid. Hello, can I just call you Triple H, Triple A? Does that work for you? Or can I call it? No, is that lame? That's pretty lame. You probably wouldn't know see then. Attachment. Number 5. This is that person who had the temporary success. They felt, oh, goody, look at me. I found the rainbow and the pot of gold at the end of that rainbow. And they go gleefully skipping towards that rainbow and that gold, only to find that when they get closer, there's somebody else who's already there. So they thought that they had gotten to that gold first. They just didn't see the person that was there first. This is like, you think it's yours, but it's really not. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, and the World. So there are influences and plans and things that this, what were we calling you, the Magician or the King of Pentacles, did to try to make sure that the outcome favored them. And that is not something that they could keep hidden. That is not something that gets by this Queen of Swords. So they change their decision and say, you know what? Guess what? It's actually the other person now. Because they didn't lie to me, because they didn't try to make you look bad. You can do that all on your own, by the way. Sure looks like you just did it. Sorry, I'm a jerk. Let's get some from the Love Oracle. What else do we have? Perfect. I like it. Foundation, established, family, security, confessions, unveiling, coming clean, and messages. So somebody who, with that King of Pentacles, it makes sense. Somebody who was a little bit overly confident, a little bit like, oh, of course, I got this. They may have said something that they shouldn't have. They may have texted someone something they shouldn't have, but I definitely feel like this is the information from this King of Pentacles that gets back to the Queen of Swords and changes the outcome. Okay, so you were lying about that, or you weren't where you said you were, or you're still talking to your ex. Whatever this lie is, it comes out and it makes this Queen of Swords say, that's it. I'm going this other way now. That's another memories. We just have memories over here too. Reminiscing, dwelling, and bittersweet. This person from your past is someone you think of, but there's been obviously good and bad with them. You feel like it's over with this other love interest, but they've been keeping an eye on you. They like to know what's going on your social network. They like to see if your friends are posting pictures of you. I feel like this person realizes they have an opportunity because things fall apart with that other person. Otherwise, we have somebody who has, if this is not a romantic situation, been keeping an eye on something long after people thought it was done. Oh no, I still watching you. And they're like, no, I'm not done. I'm right here. They're like really creepy. But they figured something out. Divine masculine. Beauty. Charming, graceful, kind-hearted. This Queen of Swords, whether it's a romantic situation or non-romantic, it's like, may the best man win. And I'm saying that because it's the masculine energy here. Take it how it resonates. But this is saying, may the best man win. And I thought you were. But guess what? I found out you weren't. So this Queen of Swords has basically got updated information, changes their opinion. It's not going to be what everybody expected. Certainly not what the other person who claimed victory is expecting. Pursuit, toxicity, resilience, turmoil, trouble, and unexpected. So this person who's been keeping an eye on things, they are shocked at what they find out. Oh, it looks like that Queen of Swords found out that somebody was actually awful, and now they might choose me instead. Or, oh, it looks like there was additional information, and when we really looked at that video coverage, we see that somebody else was the marathon winner. Gasp. There's just, lots of chatter about things changing, a different direction being identified. All right. Let's grab a few from the Spiritual AF deck. Own your awesome and stay humble AF. I do feel like this applies to the Queen of Pentacles, maybe even more than that. There's obviously someone here who's got an arrogance issue, but we do have somebody who is quite awesome, but they just didn't feel like they needed to broadcast it. Hey, I could just be awesome, and if you notice it, that's great, but I don't feel the need to go up to you, tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, did you know that I'm awesome? Yeah, just take a look. Look at how awesome I am. No, this is like one of the reasons we have a shift or a change is because somebody was a little bit too arrogant and felt like they didn't really need to do what they needed to win. We've got look at the fucking moon, which makes me feel like this is tied to that communication between the actual winner and this Queen of Swords. That bond was undeniable, or that information may have come in through a dream. Heart is the new balls. Compassion is one of the main reasons somebody changes their decision. Gossip dies when it hits wise ears. The wise ears would be our Queen of Swords. You thought I would believe that, or you thought you could control how I see somebody, and you really can't. When you are wrong, admit it. When you are right, be quiet. That's the Queen of Pentacles energy. At the very beginning, it was like somebody's like, okay, I may not win, but I'm not going to talk about it. I'll just accept however things go, right? And this is the unfuckwithable energy that is being asked of you. And that is why this Queen of Swords realized who the real winner is, because someone wasn't being obnoxious about it, right? Your brain speaks total fuckery unless you turn your soul on. So that sounds like a little, I don't know, maybe we could like make a movie out of it or something. Maybe you could write a book. Hello, Carophagus. How are we doing today? That's perfect. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.